Man, this is cool effects, bro. What you talking about?
He got the in-shot effect.
Facts. That's what I was about to say. He just got the intensity turned down real low. That's fire. That's smart. That's smart. You gotta make that a thing now.
Dog, I got a new phone. I thought I had to delete my in-shot. I was about to be sick, bro.
Ooh.
I thought, but I ended up, I finessed it.
But you know what's crazy? Well, first of all, shout out to you for not having to do that. Having an iPhone and an Android, I had to get in-shot twice, and I did the paid joint.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when you have to pay for one piece of software
and it doesn't carry
on different
over.
platforms.
Yeah, that's true.
Or one software, and I know we record now. Or when you have to pay for the same software, I guess the same thing, same software on two different platforms, a la Serato Sample.
Yeah.
Oh, not even two different platforms, just two different devices.
Right.
I was so mad when I found that out. So every time I get a new computer, if I really want Serato Sample on there, I gotta buy it all over again.
This is some real productivity. It's an app called Fantastical. It's like a calendar app for productivity. On the iPhone, the app is $5. On Mac or on desktop, it's $150.
Wait, run that back one more time?
Yeah, so if you use it on the iPhone, it's only $5. But if you put it on desktop, it's $150.
Mobile it is. Only.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. No, thank you. I'm cool.
I run BlueStacks for all that.
I was so confused. Anyway. I was like, did they mess this up? Is this a typo? Should I email them?
Yeah, I'm like, fam, what do I get for $150?
Yeah, I need the founder to come out, like, cook dinner, tell me about the process, give me some marketing tips. $150.
Yeah. Like, oh my bad, we had a typo. we had a smooth typo. We owe everybody a lot more money. But since we are recording our intro to the show, what up? Welcome to another episode of UnQuantized Podcast, number one podcast for producers, by producers, with producers, all about productivity and tips and producer stuff.
Yeah,
there it is. I'm gonna nail that intro one day. Yeah, dolls and all that good stuff.
Dawson's Creek.
Speaking of dolls, shout out to everybody that's been hitting my DMs about last week's episode of Dostrology, or last week's segment of Dostrology. Hilarious.
I'm sure it was some bad ones in there.
You know what? Nah, you would think that our community is that savage, but I'm here to let you know they are even more savage than that, bro. Let me tell you something. Not only did they not go in on you, all the DMs I got were more jokes that
that's great.
People just didn't get to say on this show.
Oh, that's great.
Like, I thought of another one. Matter of fact, I thought of like 6
Take that
more.
studio one.
Facts. I'm like
Reaper.
I'm like, man, y'all got that hate in your heart. Y'all got that hate in your heart. It's creative hate though, so I can't be mad at it at all, bro. At all.
We got to do it more often. Let's throw stones in the producer community. Let's talk about something everybody holds valuable, their doll. We got to start. You know what we really need to do to cause a ruckus? We need to start talking about waves versus like people who use sound toys and like, you know what I mean? Like, that's when you go get those on somebody. Yeah, you just look through gear sleds, sort by popular, and then let's just diss all this stuff that they love. They hold valuable. It's gonna get ugly. You know what I mean?
There you go. That's called leading the community. Yep.
Wait, is gear sleds the original slutty vegan?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Take that, slutty vegan. Yeah. Damn. Now I think I know where I'm going after this show.
Dog, she killing, bro.
Yo.
Dog, she in Publix now. She got a whole thing in Publix.
Bro,
she's killing, bro.
I don't know if I like that. By the way, I know other people in the country listen to this, but you got to hear about some Atlanta localness right now. Slutty Vegan is a super dope vegan restaurant. Now, I don't know, man, because when like good restaurant stuff goes to the grocery store, I think it's like sides. I don't think it's like the main stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm finna take that slide up there. But shout out to her, and shout out to something that I hold real valuable to me, my time. So now let me address the good people at Rolling.
Oh
fam. I just won my SP 404 MK2. It don't look like I'm getting it anytime soon. Fam, I got over a month still. Ooh. They're telling me to wait. And I ordered this thing in January. And the only reason why I'm coming here every week and I'm saying I just want my Roland SP 404 MK2 is because I'm doing a temperature check with myself. Because the week that I come in here and I don't say that, I don't want it anymore. And I'm canceling my order.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that's tough. Jeez, bro. They got you on them the super wait time.
Bro, how I got buyer's remorse and I ain't buy it.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I done talked myself into it and gradually talking myself out of it. Like, I don't even think I want this joint anymore.
That's like me with the Cybertruck. It's like I kind of want it, but that's a long way, bro.
True. I got stuff to do. By the way, Elon took everybody's $100, and you know what he did with that?
Built a whole bunch of shit.
Bought 9% of Twitter.
Hey man, I'm building a plugin. Who want to contribute? $10.
Facts. Did he buy 9% or 3%?
I think it was 9%. Yeah, I think it was 9%. Elon go crazy. I got my $100 back too.
Oh man!
Because the last time you said it, I was like, let me go get my $100 back because they keep pushing this thing back. You was on a podcast and you said it. I thought about it. I put a note to myself, give my $100 back. Damn right.
Elon, damn, that was your SP 404?
Oh yeah, he ain't about to run that game on me. He had $100 for me with interest for long enough. He good. Yeah. He don't need my $100.
Yeah, that's a fact. Damn, man, people out here getting all their stuff back.
Quintino Power, what up, bro?
What up, bro?
Slugging Tunes, what up? He says, greetings from the stormy CH. Dang, it's like that out there.
Damn, not the stormy CH. Hey, man, charge your phone.
That sounds like Drake would make like great songs in the stormy CH.
Ooh,
you got to put a time in the front of. Yeah, you got to put the
7 a.m. is stormy. Yeah, and it's an inconvenient time. It's 7 a.m. That's like that's a weird time to be writing a rap. Yeah,
the snare sound mad hollow. Sound like a little
ooh,
sound like a little block. You know what I
mean? Oh, those be the best. Those be the most introspective beats ever. Well, you got the block snare with the reverb on it.
Nothing but a pad and a block snare. You just think about life. Like,
little soft, quiet pad.
See, when it came on the new Drake album. See,
funny enough.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, funny enough, if you're a producer, you heard that whole thing in your head.
Oh yeah, you already knew what time it was. We all in the same BPM.
That's a fact. If you think about being a producer, you do have certain superpowers that other people don't have. Like you could look at a step sequencer that's filled in. And you're like, yep.
Oh yeah, I know that.
That's a tight ass pattern. A pattern crazy.
Good old classic 2-step hi-hats. I see. Never fails. Put a little velocity on those boys. Spice them up a little bit.
Hey, that's a fact, man. Hey, applaud your superpower. Applaud that thing, bro.
I'm such the weird guy who be like listening to music out somewhere and I'm doing the chord progressions in my head and I can't help it, bro. But it's like it comes from years of trying to like learn songs and it's like I'm in my head like figuring like okay, that's the E, and I'm trying to I be in somewhere and I'm doing this and I know people like, yeah, what is wrong with him, dog? It's something up, but I don't care, bro. I'm vibing, dog.
I think you're really on to something. As a matter of fact, I don't know if we all knew it or not yet, but as producers, we have a gang. And not only do we have a gang, we have a gang sign. Whenever you see somebody doing this in public, that's a producer. He's in your gang.
The air drums?
Oh, yeah.
And you can tell by the drums. If they doing this, they more of like a real drum. But if you see him do the J Blacks, oh, yeah. Anytime you see the finger, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
When they doing this,
that's
the way I type on a regular keyboard, this is how I type words and play the drums. But yeah,
that's your friend. Yeah.
That's a fact. So whenever you see this or this, that's the gang sign. That's your gang right there. Boom. Yeah. Those are your people.
Big fact.
Funny enough, I met one of my good friends in high school doing that. I'm outside the cafeteria and I'm doing like a DJ motion because I'm listening to something. And he was like, yo, what you what you doing? Yep. Instantly, that became my man. Had no idea he made beats. I had never met anybody that lived where I lived that made beats.
That's crazy.
It happened to be his birthday. Went to his crib that day, and I think I made my first beat on his equipment like 3 days later.
Oh, that's fire.
All because I was outside the cafeteria doing like this.
That's crazy.
Gang signs.
You know something that I can't get over? I saw it on TikTok, bro. They said if you know somebody, when you see them, you nod up, and if you don't know them, you nod down. And bro, ever since I've heard it, it's so true, bro. Every time I'm like, bro, that shit do not miss, bro. Damn. I'm telling you, when y'all walking through the store and you see somebody and you nod, watch. You're gonna think about my voice is gonna pop up and be like, if you don't know them, you're gonna nod down. If you know them, you nod up. I'm telling you, bro. It threw me so off. I was like, damn, they was right.
Bro, I'm thinking, and in my mind, I'm playing like approaching certain people in public, some I know and some I don't, and my natural inclination go, yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. That's nuts.
TikTok, man.
Now, okay, because I always got to find out the line. Is there a variation? So let's say you are in... Let's say you're in... What?
Like you know him, but you don't really mess with him?
No, that's something different. We can get to that too.
Oh, okay.
But like, what if you're in China and you spot the only other American you've seen since you've been there? What do you do then? Do you feel like y'all are so much of a click that you nod up, or do you nod down in that instance?
Yeah.
I don't know. Guess I gotta go to China to figure it out, right?
Yeah, that's. I thought you was gonna say like you see somebody you know, but just like you don't really rock with it. It's like you go to the side or something. You get the little.
You get one of these?
You get the Will Smith.
I just do like this.
Just to keep it pushing.
Yeah. No, we ain't gotta do all that.
All right, let's get to some production stuff, man. Okay.
Slugger
Tune says, "Gotta ask the question burning in my mind since last week. What instrument do you use to as the fundamental for phase alignment? The 808?"
100%. Yes, indeedy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeedy. That was a good question, though. That's a really good question, bro. Damn. All right. Appreciate you.
Avalon Major says y'all copping a Novation FL Key 37. Hold on, let me look it up. I don't want to cap and say like, ooh.
Hell yeah, I'm getting it. You know I'm getting it. I love the Novation FL Key 37. Why is my keyboard way up here?
It looks cool though. I'm not mad. I'm at a point. I just want something that's different, bro. It's like all the stuff is the same, so it's like I'm bored. It's like, I mean, it's compatible with Fruity Loops, which make the hotkeys, but other than that, it's like it's every other MIDI keyboard. It's just 37. You know, it looks cool, different look.
I'm trying to see if it does anything remotely different, other than be integrated.
I'm first glance.
Yeah.
But I'm saying what could a MIDI keyboard do that's different?
You know what? Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like
can I answer this, sir? You know what a MIDI keyboard could do that's different? Have a sequencer on it. It's not even necessary, but that would just be that'd be kind of cool. The more tightly it's integrated with one operating system, that's usually what makes them valuable, but it only makes it valuable to a certain subset of the audience. That's what this is. I'm imagining that this, I'm trying to read these little things at the top, like what it says on top of the keys. If it ties in with the most essential functions of FL, then it could kind of be looked at like a push, which might make this kind of cool a little bit.
Right.
But I don't know. As somebody,
Ponzu, what up, bro?
What up, Ponzu? I got the Crossfire. That's a FL joint. Wasn't worth it.
Bro, do you know who? I believe his name is Austin Mills. He's like a producer, and he be doing the little finger drumming kind of joints, but it's like more house vibe. Dog, I love his videos, but they stress me out because he be in high places with his computer on the edge. And dog, every time I see the video, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, bro, please stop. Move the computer back, dog.
Dog, I don't like that. Him and Junkie Cat.
Mm-hmm.
They saying on the ski lift. This man would be on like the ski lift or legs dangling off the. I'm like, fam, why are you on top of the Space Needle making a beat with your legs dangling off?
You know, that dude is crazy.
Yeah.
That dude is wild.
All of them crazy. By the way, Avalon, are you copping the Novation FL? I just want to know.
Is that what we got to do, Oracle, to step up the beat making videos? We got to do extreme like ESPN X Games beat making videos.
I ain't even gonna hold you, fam. I'm afraid of heights, so we're not doing none of that.
It's like we can have like the gymnastics section where it's like you do a cartwheel over the NPC and you got to like hit the pad and like add the loop. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you get scored on style and the loop. Come on, you know what I mean?
I'm rocking with that. We could do it like basketball joint. You know, when people jump over people to dunk the ball, but now you just jump over somebody, you hit the pad, and make the loop. Then people just keep coming up, and then you hit the second loop. Somebody hit the third loop. Wow.
Whoever gets to like 98 bars, you know what I mean? It's like you set a certain whoever duplicates it over, you know what I mean? Whoever flies the hook enough, that's the winner.
Has there ever been a version of like producer horse? Like, you know how to play, you play horse in basketball, right?
Oh, yeah.
It should be a finger drummer horse.
Yeah, see, I would get out. That's why I would never. I feel like we did something like that at your house when Jay Black was there. And I got out. I was out quick. I'm not the coordinated person for that.
Needless to say, I was out second. So
I keep saying I'm gonna do Jay Black's class though, because I do think it's interesting to learn that. I just gotta find time to sit down and like it's something you gotta dedicate time to. I just ain't had time.
Yeah. But check out Jay Black's Finger Drumming Academy. Funny enough, to tie back into my other story, when I was doing this and I met my man JB is his name. I met my man JB. He is the one that he didn't teach me how to finger drum, but he's the first person I saw play with just 3 fingers, kick, snare, hi-hat. And I just adapted that whole style. So that's where I got my finger drumming style from. So you made me think of that when you're talking about Jay Black, also JB.
Oh, yeah.
Finger drumming school. Yep.
Let's see. No mapping available for the keyboard, just FL stuff. Kind of weak. Dang. Dang. Yeah, man. Come on. If they give me one, I'll take it. But, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
But it will probably sit on a shelf somewhere after a while.
Yeah. I just want something that is like I'm gonna use. I keep buying stuff and then it just ends up sitting. And I'll use it like one. I had to go out my way to make myself use it. And it's like I just want something that's useful. You know what I mean?
Bruh, I try to keep stuff on a rotation. And it's funny because I do have a topic. And funny enough, this topic is called the loneliest piece of equipment. And the question is, what is that one lonely piece of equipment in your studio that's just sitting there watching you use almost all the other equipment and you don't use that joint in years? Put it in the chat, whatever that is for you. Young Triza, what you got? I know you got a lonely piece of equipment somewhere.
Right now it's my turntables. Them boys ain't been turned on in a minute. They is a little dusty right now. They in the coffin, you know what I mean?
Them shit's dinner tables right now.
Bruh, they really in the coffin. Them boys is out of here.
Like, just the drink, just sit it on the turntable.
Bruh, I use that drink as a table. That's like my table right now. It's like I got my lights on there. I'm gonna do better now. I'm gonna do better.
It's like the treadmill that turned into a clothes rack.
Oh yeah, you already know what time it is.
Yeah, everybody got that lonely piece of equipment that's sitting. Dance like butter. What up? I see you just came up in here. What's your one lonely piece of equipment that you are not using?
Butter be going crazy on the videos, boy.
Yeah, you do.
No, my boy went full Roger Troutman on me. I was like, okay, I see you.
Man, listen.
He said, Ice Cold Beverage says NPC 3000 for me.
Oof.
He's like the anti-Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri is going back down memory lane, boy. I'm like, oh, he is loving. I'm not mad. Right. It's cool though. It's fun. It's fun watching it. But my boy is taking us through the history lessons.
Yeah. Well, you do one thing and they catch fire. You're like, oh, I guess people do like this. But that's crazy that your 3000 is the thing. And it makes me also realize some of us have things that are sitting that we don't use that other people would love to have.
Oh yeah.
Like a MPC 3000, but little do they know it will also be their piece of equipment that's just sitting for a long time in no time. We should just start a equipment swap community swap.
A rental service is like what was the joint with the games, and they would send you the games and you send it back, and then they send you another game.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about though.
We just do that with keyboards. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Send that joint back. That shipping gonna be crazy though,
bro. Because it facts. But there's somebody that's like, somebody like, I always wanted MPC 3000, and that other person like, I'd never use this ASR, and that 3000 person is like, I always wanted an ASR. So listen, y'all just go ahead and swap for life, and then you now get a couple years to get tired of what you currently have, because you will get tired of it.
That is the one thing, bro, that I feel like kids are not gonna get, is the luxury of running equipment in a studio, in a big studio. Was like being in a studio session with a budget and you could just rent whatever equipment. It's like the greatest thing, because I would just start getting stuff and like, wait, I got this much. Just give me them. They look cool. I ain't know what none of this stuff. Just give it to me. Yeah, I want them.
Nope. Yeah,
I
would always rent the new stuff.
Yeah, if it looks shiny, run it.
There you go. I technically only use this one piece of equipment. However, I heard that's new. Give me one of those, and that. Give me one of those. Bro, that was the best time to try before you buy.
Oh man, yeah, that was great times.
Oh man, them polo sessions. Oh, bro, I used to go ham renting keyboards. Man, people didn't even show up to the sessions half the time.
Oh yeah,
it just be an engineer in there with mad renting keyboards. Just someone's gonna show up at any minute now. They switch out shifts. The next engineer coming. Nobody came in, and meanwhile, I done ordered 26 keyboards. And I'm just in that joint sampling and going ham on all of them. It's not technically not my session, but I happen to be there. So yeah, I'm just going ham.
Dance like Butter says, actually both my Roland JD X1 and my Roland SEO2. Dang,
swap
Roland.
It out.
Keep rolling.
Yeah, they ain't doing too good with this community. Damn. So
Roland is becoming your reason.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
This is your origin story. Oracle becoming the villain, slowly but surely.
Hey man, SB stand for stop playing. Yeah. And 404 is the area code that they're apparently not sending them joints to, because I damn sure ain't got mine yet. So
you would think it would came here first.
Maybe I could have got it on, I don't know, April 4th, a few days ago. That would have made me happy. Roland, did you think about that? I don't think so. Just insensitive company.
It made me think about it. You ever watch The Simpsons and that lady will always come and was like, but what about the children?
Yeah,
that's what I think about. Let's see.
Just insensitive as hell.
Anyone ever use the jam? Which one is the jam? Didn't you? Is that which one? Wait.
You think a beat thing?
No, but it was the other one that you designed. You designed something for it. You used to have it hanging on your wall.
Oh, the trigger finger.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking that was the jam. I feel like the jam looks like that. It's something close to it. What is the jam?
It could be. Man, the trigger finger. The trigger finger was one of the only pieces of, like, the only MIDI controller. It actually had a sequencer on it.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, it was kind of cool. People are still buying those, by the way.
You know what I want to check on? I'm not going to say what it is, but the thing that, remember that when you start using it and then the price went crazy? I wonder where they're at now. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I wonder where it settled back down.
They might have just left it up there.
No, I was so mad because you kept telling me, you was like, yo, buy it. It's like $40. I feel like it was like $35, $40 at the time. It was something
It was about $30, $35, something like that. Yeah.
I went to go buy that joint, and them joints is like $175. I'm like, bro, ain't no way, dog.
Oh, they ran that joint up, fam. They ran it up.
That was you, cuz.
Yep. Yes, indeed. I was like, oh, that's one of the things that one of those indicators, like, know your worth a little bit. I was like, oh, that could have been a play. I wasn't even thinking like that. Yeah.
Ice Cold Beverage says, Oracle, I got my 404 2 from Japan this week. I'll DM you to pick. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Just
Oracle be crying.
Go ahead and do that.
Day after day, seems like the crowd.
I'm gonna take that picture. I'm gonna get it printed. I'm gonna get it blown up, and I'm gonna just start making beats on the pads on the picture you sent me.
Just pretending.
Just mad gang signs on it.
It's gonna be like the Bel Air scene. Why don't he love me?
Facts.
Why weren't you around? I waited all this time.
Damn him. I don't need him.
Uncle Phil. That was a good episode.
I he want me, man.
I saw Bel Air. I finally saw a show. I actually watched the show.
How many episodes?
I saw the whole season.
Oh, okay.
I actually sat and watched the show.
Okay. And what'd you think?
It was good. I was impressed. I've been away from TV for so long, bro. It's like crazy to me. I'm like, bro, I've been missing out on so much stuff.
And there's our deep dive on Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Nah, you about to take me down the road because I was about to start talking about bad vegan and all that stuff. We ain't gotta go into all that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, remember the purple Mophatt drum machine? Oh man, I forgot the I call it the Rick Rock, the one that had the little Autumn Suns from Fabulous joints in there.
Yep.
Is it the Mophatt?
Don Trump.
No.
It was a actual workstation, bro. I remember because when I had that studio in Baltimore, this dude named Don Trunk, I think he was like he was in Baltimore. He's still in Baltimore, as a matter of fact, I believe. And he had one of those joints. And I was like, what the hell is that? I was well into the 2000 at that point. And I used to just be like, what the hell is that? He used to work out on that joint though. So,
and the EMU, they had one called the MP7. It looks like kind of like an NPC, and then they got the rack called the purple. The Mophatt purple. That was the joint. That was my joint, bro.
That was the crazy rack. But now we Googling. I had a Roland. It was like a J30 or something. That was like actually one of my first professional sampler. I brought that joint home. I was like, oh, this is trash, bro. That joint didn't have like it was all mono. It didn't have like a sequencer. I didn't know what I was buying. I took that joint back and got a S2000 from a car.
Dang, I was trying to find that Rick Rubin. Not Rick Rubin. Rick Rock. It's a video of him, and he's making it's a song from Fabulous album. This is an old video. This video got to be probably 20 years old, maybe. And it's like he's using that rack. Bro, I watched that video so many times. It's like I got that joint memorized, but he was using that exact rack. And I think he was making a song called Bubblegum for Fabulous. If you could find it, that's what the video is, though. Classic.
Yeah, that's the Mophatt. Yeah, because they had the Mophatt, the Planet Fat.
Yep, that was the other one.
And then they had the JV series, the JV 2080, the JV 3080. All those joints, good Jodeci stuff in there. A lot of good Jodeci stuff in there, like old Tim and all that type of stuff in them old JV joints. But yeah,
it's crazy because I do see a lot of people going more to the analog like keyboards. Like a lot of the homies, they just getting like starting to get more gear. It's like when everybody goes to plugins, it's like everybody else starts going this way, and then everybody goes this way, and then everybody leans back towards the other one.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, the grass is always greener. As people, as humans, and every subset of human, producers included, the old stuff is not great. Then the new stuff comes along and people miss the old stuff. And the cycle just continues. That's why we will never stop buying stuff. Even if they stop coming out with cool stuff, there's always going to be a back and forth of where the money going.
They got me wanting to go back to like classic equipment. I'm so bored with like the new equipment. I'm just like, I want something, bro. At this point, I'll take it, bro. Give me an MPC 3000. Give me something different, bro. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And you know, I'm Mr. Convenience. I want stuff to be easy. Bro, I'm bored with all this regular schmegular.
Yeah, hey, just have fun. Get you I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what piece of classic equipment would you love? Probably a 3000.
Somebody put something in the chat, man. Give me a piece of equipment to buy, man.
Yeah, there you go.
I want something, man.
I feel like I got to use my ASR sometime this weekend. That joint don't get as much love.
I mean, we need to start getting old computers and just like loading up the old software. Like, let me get Fruity. Let me get was it Magic? What did Logic used to be? Was it E-Magics? Yeah,
E-Magic.
Yeah. Let me load up that joint. Let me get the Pro Tools where you gotta have the inbox. This is gonna hit in the streets. This is gonna give me that classic sound.
Not the inbox.
Yo, I hated the inbox, bro. Them just
remember
so
Pro
trash.
Tools was so complicated.
Oh man, you had to get off, bro. People don't understand. You had to get a piece of equipment. You had to buy what looks like an external hard drive installed in your computer to get Pro Tools to a certain extent. Like, was that Pro Tools HD? You had to put that whole, bro. It was so pricey, dog. Good times, technology.
Yeah, facts. Not to mention dongles. Yeah.
I hate.
Talk about a way to ruin a good USB port.
iLocks is so trash. I'm so glad they did away with the iLocks.
If that wasn't the ignition to the car, like, you can't use that unless you put the key in. And
bro, you know how many times I forgot my iLock? I was sick.
Oh yeah.
You go to Tree Sound, you go an hour away from the crib. Bro, it's a wrap.
Done. Yeah. Somewhere in here, I have like 5 boxes of Cubase, name it. I don't even know. With iLocks and everything in it. I think it's like Cubase 7 or 6 or something. And I'm trying to figure out why. I think I was ordering for Polo at one point. And for some reason, I ordered like 10 Cubases. And I still got the boxes with like the iLocks in them and all that. I have no idea why.
My dog is ready.
Yeah, I don't know what we was going through at the time, but it was just as you can tell, it was a whole bunch of miscellaneous equipment floating around and stuff breaking down and being bought. And I think that's why I just bought 10 Cubases.
Hey, if you ever got a kale session, you prepare.
That's a fact.
That was a good callback for last week.
I like that. That was good. That was a good one.
Hey man, I feel like PlayStation is missing out on an opportunity with music generator. I don't know if that's an MTV thing, but I guarantee if they put that joint out now, it's going crazy. I never understood why they never redid it. That, to me, anybody around my age is like in love with that game. It's like that's how we all kind of grew up. It's like MTV Music Generator,
bruh. Yes, that was FL Studio before FL Studio,
bro. I was going. I made money out that job. I was making beats. You had to do something crazy with the memory card to get the song off. It was like a whole process. Bro, I'm selling them joints online. Bro, I was going crazy with that joint, dog.
Bro, good old MTV. I knew it was a problem. Not a problem, but like a big thing back then when you would go to like the hood. And it's just a whole bunch of dudes around the TV. We making a beat. Back in the day, that was crazy. You like making a beat. Y'all don't wait. What? I was like, oh, this is out of here. Everybody was doing that joint. So for them to not do it again is crazy.
What was the one that was just the loops? Was it Acid? I feel like everybody had like a little. It sounds crazy saying it. Was the Sony Acid?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Because I was about to say, I feel like everybody had one of those acid phases, but that sounds crazy out of context. So I want to say Sony acid phases where you were just dragging loops and just like you had no idea what you was doing.
Yep.
Like everybody had that little phase.
GarageBand before GarageBand. I think GarageBand might have even been out at the time, but like Acid was everyone was doing Acid at the time.
Back in my day, all the kids was going crazy about it.
Acid and Cool Edit Pro.
Cool Edit Pro do sound like something like your grandpa made. It's like a song where he named it. It's like, you know what the young kids gonna like? Some cool edits.
So when your uncle tell you about how he used to DJ?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's that program? Cool Edit Pro. You're like, ooh.
You know, I used to be called Mixmaster Cool Edit Pro back in the day.
Mixmaster Edward Johnson. You're like, fam, that's your real name. Yeah. That's how we did it back then.
Mixmaster Deacon.
Facts.
Let's see. I want to get my hands on an old Triton. Triton's goated.
Ooh. Facts though. Yeah.
I feel like I have to sneeze, and I sneeze like a Dragon Ball Z character, so don't judge me if I do sneeze, please.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to warn y'all for y'all be like, what happened to him?
Let it go.
I think I'm good. I think it went away.
Oh man, Avalon Major said Acid, Sony Acid was the precursor to Ableton. Hey, I can buy that. For sure. Hey man, if FL came from the porn industry, then I could buy that theory right there.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I got a question, and this is just going to be an ongoing question. We don't even have to get serious on this. Just post it in the chat as time goes on. Let me word this right. At what point will you feel like you made it? It's a loaded question. So just put it in the chat. I'm just curious. And hopefully not everybody's gonna be like, yo, when got enough money, my family straight. You know, just like the cliche answer. Like, somebody got a real answer out there. Like when I could buy 3 Benzes and still go to Papa Do's. You know,
get a Grand Hennessy margarita.
Yeah. We all got our real specific answers out there. I feel like, you know, people just give blanket answers because they really don't think about it. That's why I'm like, it don't got to be serious, but it's something for you to think about. Because some people will be like, yeah, when I make it, but you never thought about what making it is. You thought about what it feels like. When you think about that, you feel about how you'll feel, but what does it actually mean?
Yeah, and then what do you do after that? Like, you gotta, it's like tricky because you gotta make it like a goal big enough that you can't, it's hard to get to, but you can't make it too easy, because then it's like when you get to it, you're like, dang. All right, what's next? What do I do? And then it's like you gotta start all over again.
Like, oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, just wondering. Just something to think about over the weekend, bro. I'm not even in the chat. Pablo Escobar. Robbie writes some crazy stuff. Pablo Escobar is the reason why Colombia has a hippo problem. That is true.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, that's nuts.
We'll see. Nuts. Okay, we got a couple. We'll see. I want 1 billion streams. That's when.
Okay, see, that's specific. That's specific.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. I heard someone say it's when you people recite your words. I can see that.
Yep.
Landing a placement with a major artist. Just one. Okay. That's the launcher pad for me.
Okay.
Let's see. When the thought of a day job is laughable and strange, strangers love music I contributed to, known or not.
Okay. These are very interesting. I'm learning a lot.
And then fiction says 1 billion real streams. Great distinction.
Hey, listen, you got to know the caveats. That's very, very good to point out. That's very specific too. I don't know if anybody eats at IHOP. I don't very often, but when you go to IHOP, you might find it weird if you hear me ordering and I say, I want some scrambled eggs. Use real eggs, shelled eggs. That's what that is right there. Like, oh, I didn't know they were using different types of egg up in here.
Wait, that's what I was like. Wait, what do you mean by that?
I think they use the like egg substitute stuff, like that come in that you pour. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You gotta ask for shelled. Well, you could ask for real eggs, but I asked for shelled eggs just to make it that much more specific.
Wow.
You gotta know. You gotta know what's going on around you.
Wow. I've been on that loop for so long.
Hey, listen. Hey. Yeah, yo, not the ramble, but I heard the first person. They said the first person that saw an egg come out of chicken's ass was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat that. Who was that person?
That's wild.
Who was that person?
Yeah,
they was hungry.
Oh, it's something. They maybe not hungry, but it started with an H.
Yeah,
they was just also wow. I don't know what they was on.
I see what it is. Spicy. Like, be back going to the chicken coop.
Feeling festive.
Not festive though.
See, they give you a milk carton eggs. Oh my god! All right, let's change the subject, bro.
Yeah.
For some reason, eggs weird me out, bro. I hate the look of eggs.
Yeah. Butter said, "Damn, I didn't even think of that." Yeah. Hilarious, fam. I don't even know why I wrote. That Escobar thing is killing me. I don't know why I wrote that. Oh, here's a good question. Saw this on Instagram. Who had the better hip hop run so far, Atlanta or New York?
Ooh. It's tricky because New York, of course, started. Of course, New York started, and I feel like the foundation But Atlanta done had a strong run, bro. It's like if someone's arguing who's better, like I would guess like New England Patriots versus Cowboys. It's like Cowboys got the history, to my understanding, right? I don't know much about football, so I'm guessing. But I feel like Cowboys is like the history, like started one of the America's team. And then it's like New England is like, we've been dominating for a minute though.
Facts. It's such a loaded question when you think about it, because even if you feel like you have the answer off the top when you hear it, the more you think about it, the harder that is to answer. I don't care who you are. That's a hard one to answer because in terms of time, the New York time, you could argue there was a start and a stop or a lull, if you will. And that's where Atlanta picked up, and Atlanta's been on a long way. So now you got to compare the length of time of each. Right. And then it's like, even if the length of time is the same, let's assume it's the same or around the same, which is not. Now you have to start thinking about the contributions during those lengths of time. And then that's when New York, if you were arguing Atlanta easy, that's when you got to be like, damn, New York kind of the contribution to, but it could go either way. I don't know.
Ooh. Y-Bash says ATL because they stick together. On that front, I will say Atlanta wins. Oh, I got to sneeze, bro. Hold on, I'm going to be right back.
Damn, that man had to leave to sneeze. That's real. That's real. But I don't know, the best run, ATL because they stick together. That could contribute to the run. I don't know if that would be a quantitative category for the run, but okay. I get that. Damn, this thing had to go outside to sneeze. Oh, there you go. There my man go.
Bro, I sneeze like a Dragon Ball Z character. So
I was about to call like ambulance.
Dog, I sneeze like, it sounds like, you ever watch an episode of like the end of Dragon Ball Z and it's like he's powering up. It's like,
That's you.
That's how I sneeze, bro. It sounds crazy, dog. So I hate sneezing. One, I ain't want to sneeze on camera like that. And y'all clip me, have me out here dressed like Goku. Okay? It's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Hilarious. Cartoonists get on it.
And then you ever have a sneeze and you don't trust it? It's like, ooh, this could go wrong.
Yeah, it's could be, It could be left. I need to be around some accessories.
Yeah, that's like I ain't want to go out bad on camera. That's all, guys. You know what I mean? Y'all feel me?
Shout out to all the funny, the people that sneeze funny. My grandfather used to sneeze funny. It'd be loud, and the end of it just sound like shit. Shit. So watching my man sneeze in church was one of the joys of my life. He used to sneeze in church almost every Sunday, and I'm like, this is hilarious. Yeah, hilarious.
Let's see. When Atlanta hit, it was thought that New York would get the rain back, Atlanta would fall off, and then since then Atlanta been hot, and Atlanta has not fallen off. That's
100% true.
I will say New York is getting some traction again, though. Oh yeah,
they are.
She just next one is New York regains momentum. Okay, yeah, bet. But yeah, Atlanta's been consistent, bro.
But the New York run, if you argue, and we ain't really gotta do the math, but let's say 30 years, 30 years, somewhere in between that. The ATL run has been, I would argue, about 20, almost 25 years. Maybe a little less than 25 years. So the time length is getting pretty comparable.
See, Ice Cold says
it's a good. Yeah.
He says New York has more classic songs and albums.
Go ahead.
I will say that, but Atlanta has more influence. Like what Atlanta did, and like how Atlanta changed everything, and how people dress, speak, everybody raps, cadence. Like I feel like New York did that because they birthed it. Of course, you gotta, but I feel like Atlanta, I don't know, it's just different, bro. Especially like being out here for the past few years. It's like I feel like we see it like differently because it's like we're looking at it happen, and then we see how it spreads everywhere else, and it's like, dang, this is crazy. Like I remember my homeboy was asking me what the dab was, and this was like months after I knew what it was. It's like it was like an Atlanta thing, and people were calling me like, "What is the dab?" And I was like, "What are y'all? What is going on?" It's like y'all like 6 months behind of everything that's going on here, and it's just like I don't know, Atlanta. It's crazy though. That is a tough one though. And you can't even leave out the West Coast because I feel like the Bay music influenced a lot of stuff. Like
I'm leaving them out only because that will further complicate this. But yes, you are absolutely right.
Because it's tricky because without the Bay and Cali, you don't even get Zaytoven, which is considered Atlanta staple. So it's like you can't have one without the other. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah, bro. It's okay. But I think it's one of them questions, like it's so subjective and it's so loaded. It's almost impossible to answer, but it's a great barbershop question. And it's one of the few barbershop questions I haven't heard asked before.
Yeah. I think
you could talk about that forever.
Yeah. I think Atlanta got it figured out though, because everywhere else doesn't seem to have this we're gonna work together thing. It's figured out as much as Atlanta. Like Atlanta,
that's what's really gonna keep the Atlanta run.
Atlanta, if you get in the circle, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah,
it's just about getting in that circle. But once you figure it out and you're in, and people can vouch for you, good people, everybody you can get connected to pretty much anybody in the city, and they're going to be open to work with you just because that's what everybody does. It's just like, we're gonna work, we're gonna do some sessions. Now, what you do with that afterwards kind of depends on it.
I don't think the Atlanta run will ever stop.
Right.
And and by ever, I don't know what that means, but no time soon. Like no time soon. The most other places can do is either get themselves back together if they're New York or anywhere else and also have a strong run. But I don't see a day when another run emerges that dampens the Atlanta run. It's just not going to happen. It's just going to be another strong run next to this ongoing strong run. Yeah, which is cool too, you know.
Quintino said Pop Smoke was really about to give New York their next run, which is crazy. It's like that drill. I mean, it's still going crazy, but it's like you felt the energy coming from the drill scene with him, and then that's
your boy's kind of leading that charge.
Fabio,
yeah,
Fabio going crazy.
Yeah. He's. I'm not gonna say he stepped into that role fast. I think he's
just kind of there.
He was kind of thrust into that role, or it just happened to naturally happen. But he's on par with being that, if you ask me.
I like where it's at because I feel like at one point Atlanta sound was everybody's sound. New York sounded like Atlanta. The West Coast sounded like Atlanta. I like that it's getting back to like you hearing something and and you know where it's from. Like when I hear Battle Cat, I knew what LA looked like before I even got to LA. Because when you hear Battle Cat, to me, Battle Cat is just like literally making music of what LA looks like. It's like you cannot explain LA no better than a Battle Cat song. You know what I mean? And it's like I enjoy that culture. And so I like that the UK has their thing. I like that LA got their thing. I like that New York got their thing now. You know what I mean? Chicago, like everybody got their little pockets. And I enjoy that.
You know who always had their thing too? And I don't know if people mention it enough. Miami always had their own thing.
Oh, yeah.
Since the late 80s. You know, that whole Luke era and bass music era. I mean, and it died down, but before like the West Coast was even popping, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I believe West Coast was popping back then too, but Florida always had their own sound. And I thought that was dope.
Oh yeah, they be on their vibe. I mean, it's Florida.
Yeah, it was regional, but it was big enough to where everybody else in the country knew of it and at least knew the top songs in that genre. It wasn't like go-go. Like go-go was just super regional, but like bass music was nationwide.
Do you know, this is so random. Do you know this dude? You might not know him. His name is Jay Versace. He was on Vine. I don't know how to explain to you who he is. He's like a little name. He reminds me like a little church boy. Like that's what he reminds me. He would make skits and stuff. No, he won a Grammy for producing on Tyler the Creator's album. I didn't even know he's a producer, bro. I kept seeing it on my Facebook of like, congrats to him. And I thought, on Facebook, you see them little like news things with somebody that are made together and it's like a meme and it's like, it looked real. Yeah. And I kept seeing people posting like, congrats to him. And I was like, let me look this up. God, he really produced I think it's the outro on Tyler's joint and really won a Grammy.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, and I think he just started producing not too long ago. I feel like this is like a new thing. So to come in the game like that, I'm like, oh, that's crazy, bro.
Shout out to him. I don't know how much his brand had to do with that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm imagining it has something to do with it, and that also just points out the benefits of establishing a strong brand, because you never know what it could get you in the future. Like what you're going for now may not be the thing you're going for in the future, but if you have a strong brand, it's going to help you get either one of those things.
Open up them doors.
Back to those.
Let's see. Quintino says, whoever produced her Mix-a-Lot, my posse on Broadway needs all the trophies.
100%. That is one of the hardest songs from back in the day. Certain songs from back in the day just go hard. Now, if you put them on, you're like, no, this is still hard.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was trying to see producer real quick.
You're right.
Producer. Oh, Sir Mix-a-Lot produced it.
Makes sense.
Okay, 100%er. Okay.
Come on, man.
My dog got that pug. That's why you know, certain people you don't really see them. You just see him every once in a while. I feel like he one of them people that's got a check, like a dumb check, and he just chilling, bro. And he just vibing.
Yeah. Hey, some people they get them joints. If you think of Sir Mix-a-Lot, I'm not gonna call him a one-hit wonder, but he's super known for one hit. Yeah. And that's one of them things where like, oh no, that joint hit and keep hitting and will always.
It's gonna keep getting sampled. Then every time it gets sampled, it's gonna work again, and it's gonna
always. It became a WPC, just all types of stuff. Like, bruh, it's forever.
That's like forever. Ain't it the dude? He makes like Margaritaville. Are you familiar with that dude?
Nah.
It's a song called Margaritaville, and that dude like took that and made like basically like restaurants and resorts. He built a whole thing off of this one song. So he's a one-hit wonder, but he just built this whole business. And dog, he's killing it, dog.
See, there you go.
I was listening to podcasts and they was talking about it. I was like, I got to look him up and really like figure out, because I'm familiar with the song. It's one of those songs when you hear it, you're like, oh,
damn.
Dog. Right. And I had no idea, bro. But it's cool to see like how you could build a business off of something, and like if you have a kind of cultural impact. Like with Snowden Informer, I don't know what he could have did, but that song has like an impact. He could have possibly finessed it.
It for sure. And since you brought it up, fun fact I found out today: MC Shan, for those who know what MC Shan is, produced Informer. I had no clue. That's crazy. Depending on who you are, you're either saying who, or you're saying who is MC Shan, or you're saying damn, that's crazy. Either way, just know it's crazy. You mentioned something and it made me think of something else. Something like Margaritaville. Oh, the Margaritaville made me think of something. Random music fact time, I guess. Desi Arnez, you know, Desi Arnez married to Lucille Ball. They started that whole big, huge company. They are way more historical than people know, but Desi Arnez is the first person to bring the conga line to the United States. So anytime you see anybody doing the conga line, that is from Desi Arnez. His family also owns Bacardi. His family owned Bacardi. Man, if you look up Desi Arnez and Lucille Ball, you'll find a million facts about them that you're like, damn, like this is shit I still see today because of them. Bruh, it's like stuff that happened in TV and all that outside of like them being the first like interracial couple ever on TV and the first this and the first that, their background just individual like business wise is
killer, just
crazy, bro. Like insane crazy. So if you ever get some time, check them out. They got it's a whole doc on them on I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out there.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I just see Pretty
Ricky.
Pretty Ricky.
Yes,
Ricky.
Yes, Pretty Ricky. You're right.
Pretty Ricky,
yes.
Ricky.
Yes, indeed. Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky was a wild group, bro. That is a wild group, dog. I can't believe I was a teenager singing them songs. Now that I listen to the song, I'm like, how did I get away with singing these songs, bro?
That's a fact.
Them songs was crazy, dog.
Pretty Ricky make me want to sanitize my hands.
Oh, they're talking about Spectacular, though. Spectacular is smart as hell, bro. That dude is smart, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That man's smart.
For sure. And early.
Oh, yeah.
Got on this whole internet business early.
he runs with one of my homies, and like everybody in that little crew is like genius level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. Smart man. Hey, at certain points you gotta pivot, man. You gotta take. I feel like music sets you up to be a good business person, though. Like if you're in the industry for a while, it's gonna set you up to understand business by default. Just because to be in this for a long time, you kind of gotta understand how this works. You gotta understand marketing to a certain degree. You gotta understand how to negotiate for yourself. You gotta understand all these little things, which is like the foundations of business. But you kind of gotta do them on your own in music, rather than have other people to do it for you. Or like help you in that process. So I feel like it prepares you to be, great at business. That's why I see all these people. That's why I think like Jay-Z and all these people, they transition so well to business. They take up because their mindset is so like they already get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you do music, you almost come into it as a one-stop shop all the time. Like you don't see people like, I want to open a restaurant. They never for a second are like, I'm going to be the waiter and the cook and the person that cleans the restaurant. Right. They're like, I'm going to have a staff. When it comes to production, especially, you go into it like, I'm the producer, I'm the engineer, I make the website, I do the marketing, I do the PR, the videos, all of that. So it does set you up for an interesting skill set if you just went somewhere else. Right. Also, it helps you. I feel like you have a better chance of finding out something that you're really, really good at because you have to try so many different things. One of these things, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm kind of dope at video editing, or I'm kind of dope at marketing or something like that. So once again, one of those things, because, being a producer, it could be a little tough. It could be a little daunting, but you got to take a step back and look and realize that you are developing skills that most people don't have. Like it takes a lot for a person to undertake something to where you're actually doing 7 different jobs. Yeah. Loosely 7 different jobs. Most people will never even get into anything that challenging in their life. So shout out to you.
Big facts. Let's see. He said, for real, Pretty Ricky was all the way live. No, that was for real. Let's see. Earlier Fiction said she met Sir Mix-a-Lot back in Seattle. Both were we were both at Guitar Center at the same time. Super nice guy. He seemed like he'd be cool as hell.
Oh, facts.
Dance Like Butter says, I look up to guys like Battle Cat, Terrence Martin. Terrence Martin's a beast. Quick, beast. Fingers, beast.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, list goes on.
Ooh,
I love my funk in general. Yeah, they all go crazy.
Yeah, and Butter's he's a funk guy.
Oh, I see. I go on my timeline. He had to talk. Anybody that uses a talk box, I already know what time it is. Because it's like, you know what it is. It's like it's a learning curve to it. It's like you got to practice with that. You got to be a student to kind of, it ain't no easy thing. It looks like it would be easy, but it's not easy at all.
No,
so it's like,
it's not.
When I see the talk box, I'm like, I know what time it is. I already know. I know what type of person you are.
Yeah. But that West Coast sound, like the West Coast, like funk sound, it's one of the most distinct styles of hip hop. I'm talking about the hip hop style, like just that G funk. The bass. The bass I'm talking about in those instruments. It's one of the most distinct styles ever in hip hop. I think. Shout out to the homie EA Ski. If you follow him, 1 out of 5 beats he posts gonna have like that super classic West Coast feel. And every time I'm like, damn, this is such a distinct type of style. It's crazy.
I really want to know like the science between like why different cities, the bounce is different. Because I feel like when people talk about Virginia is different, my theory is because we hear everything. Like
we're in the middle.
We got the New York stuff and then we got the Southern stuff. So it's like when I grew up, the radio played, it's like a 50-50. They would play dance hall. It's like I grew up hearing everything. So it's like my palette is to all kinds of music. So I think when I make beats, it's like the bounce is like in between that. And then to me, New York people have like a certain bounce. Even like when you think of drill, that bounce is like a different bounce than, it's like how you dance to it is a different way that you would dance than in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know what the science of that and why it's like where you grow up at determines that. But I would be interested in seeing like a whole documentary about that, something crazy like that.
That's a real good point. Because up until a certain period of time, I could see like how the older bands from that area contributed to the sound and the bounce of it. But like even if you look at New York, like that can be up to a certain point. But now that New York is having its resurgence, there was such a lull. And I don't think the old New York sound plays that much of a part in the new drill sound.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Facts. Let's see. Said there ain't another Roger yet. Yeah, that's that's crazy. That ain't gonna happen.
Nah. Everyone's a student for sure.
You know what's crazy? Though I was on TikTok today and Boosie Collins was on my feed on my For You page. I was like, I don't know how I got to this part of TikTok. And he's like, hey baby, don't do yourself, do other people. Stay funky. I was like, how did I get to this on TikTok? I'm like, it's time for me to get off, bro.
Shout out to Boosie Collins.
The fact that Boosie is on TikTok, bro. So if Boosie Collins on TikTok and you're not on TikTok, it's an issue.
Good point.
It's an issue.
Good point. Yeah, Bootsy Collins been being Bootsy Collins since probably the late 60s. Yeah. Like the exact same person. Mm-hmm. I knew I was gonna like Bootsy Collins the first time I put on a record or something, bought something from the store to sample. And my man came on that joint and he said, "Have no dear, my fear, Paul Renier is Veer." I said, what? What?
Don't forget to say what?
Facts. I had to think about it for a minute. Like, oh, have no fear, my dear, Paul Revere is near. Mm-hmm. But my man just bootied it. I was like, and continue on. Yes, sir.
Oh, Doug, I saw this on Producer Grind. Shout out to Producer Grind. For sure. Instagram. They says, producers, you ever get a fire melody stuck in your head but can't seem to translate it to your DAW? Bro, that was like the first 3 years of me making beats. It's like you learn something, or you hear something that's like, how do I get this down here? Now it's not as bad. I can figure it out most of the time. But
yeah,
at the beginning, that's the hardest part, bro.
Yeah. How they say, you heard the saying, you got champagne taste and beer money. Mm-hmm. It's the same with music. Yeah. Sometimes you got the Beethoven joints up here, but you got the hunting and pecking on the typing keyboard down here, and it could be kind of hard to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's some real spill though. I'm like, bro, I used to struggle, bro. It's like, how do I get my synth to sound like? Why his drums sound like this, bro? I used to hear Oracle all the time. You know, why your drums sound different than mine? Why my drums don't sound like? Show me what I'm doing wrong. Why my drums ain't hitting like that?
Loud. I think at the time it was how I sampled them.
Yeah, you know what?
I would resample everything.
I was being timid. I was scared to turn stuff up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why everybody's just like, turn it up, bro.
Yeah. Well,
you know what? I feel like a lot of time I had to spend a lot of time unlearning stuff because I watched so many tutorials that I learned bad stuff too. Nobody talks about that. You can learn bad stuff from tutorials and it kind of throws you off.
Yes.
And I had some music theory stuff that would throw me off because the way people would teach me is like it overcomplicated. So it's like the way I'm coming in is like I would be overthinking it. And then it's like, as soon as somebody explains it simple, I'm like, oh, I don't know why I spent years not understanding this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because when I met you, it was like, just turn it up.
But but my roommate used to be an engineer, and he was so worried about like turn everything. He was like one of those guys. He's like worse than realistic though. He was like the engineer of engineer, like everything. And so it's like I got so used to turning stuff down, and he was a rock guy, right? He's a rock background. So I'm around him learning all this stuff. And not that it's wrong. It just won't what I was looking for my case. You know what I mean? But you know, that's why it's good to have homies, man. They'll be like, hey, bro, throw this on there, do this, change that. You good.
Go on and do it. Yeah, I got all my I got stuck in my ways with the drum stuff, but that was probably bad schooling or no schooling at all. And it actually ended up paying off. Because it would be like, all right, I would resample everything that I had. And on the MPC, the one I had, the early one, it's no normalized. So I would just sample everything as loud as I could. And since it went to like analog converters, it didn't sound bad. So when I transfer those drums over to digital years later, they still just sound loud because the character of them is loud, even if the drum itself isn't loud. So, yep, I was like, oh, yeah, turn stuff up. So, sample loud. That's my joint.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was like, headroom? I didn't know what headroom was. I'm like,
Pitch box.
If my joint ain't peaking on that MPC input, I wasn't doing it right. And that's everything, fam. That hi-hat. Oh, yeah. I need that thing to peak on the way in. I can always turn it down.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna give you a little warning on you. You know how the iPhone warn you? It's like you've been listening to music too loud. It's like, if my drain ain't hitting that, you know what I mean?
Fam, I would have all types of line noise in the back. It added a little spice to it, but you could probably hear my thoughts in some of them samples from earlier on. I sample so loud. Hear my life going on behind them samples.
Oh, shout out to, of course, we got a placement shout out, my boy Chambers.
Oh, come on, man. What he got?
Coil Ray, he got one on there, and I think Diego did 4 on there.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Come on.
Man, big up. Man. We don't got sound effects right now, but big up to Young Chambers. Big up to Diego Ave for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I feel like somebody else had some stuff. I can't remember. I just literally saw Coil Ray, so it made me think about it.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fire. Man, shout out to Chambers, man. Chambers that came a long way, man. Bro.
It's a picture because me and Chambers be sending memes and stuff back and forth. And it's like we be doing little Photoshop wars. And it's like we be finding pictures of each other and like Photoshop and crazy stuff on it. And it's a picture of me, you, and him in New York. And I be using that. We be using that as like the ammo. We be photoshopping little Halo guns and stuff on it. That's my dog.
Hilarious.
Man. That's my dog.
Yes,
man.
Sir. Man, going back. All right, what's this chat talking about before we get up out of here?
He said headroom is supposed to be in the red.
Come on, man. Red room. That's what it is. Gotta let that thing go. Facts. BTS got to join the military. Yeah, all right.
Oh yeah. Have you know how that is, right?
Yeah, because in
Korea, they don't play
Korea, yeah, you got to serve at least 18 months in the service. Any male in Korea. I think, what are they in? North Korea or South Korea? I think North Korea. South Korea. Yeah, because North Korea, they couldn't do that. So yeah, they South Korea. But anyway. No BTS there. Yeah. But yeah, you have to serve at least 18 months in the service. So yeah, BTS going to serve.
That's crazy. It's like, yeah, we know you're the biggest group right now, but also, hey, you got a job. It's like jury duty, but extreme. Go ahead, handle that.
Yeah. Go and get that. Get that. Yeah, you'll be shooting a soprano today. Yes, indeed. All right, man. I have no more topics. What we got?
They said, I think screw music might be the most identifiable. Oh, bro, did you see that clip with Jermaine Dupri?
No.
I didn't know this. That it's like I'm a mess up. It's a DJ Screw. It's like that infamous, like when you think of like chopped and screw music, it's like this freestyle with DJ Screw and that beat. I didn't realize that that's a Chris Cross beat, and Jermaine Dupri produced it.
I heard him tell that story before on something else. I did hear that story before.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy, bro. It's like
it's a video. Well, the video you talking about, it's an older video, right?
No, this just came out. He just did this.
There's an older video of him talking about it, and I believe he even played it or showed it because I remember hearing him talk about that. It was like years ago.
Oh wow!
So that's dope. Yeah.
I think he putting them on TikTok. You know, he going crazy now.
Yeah, man, that's dope, bro. That's dope. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri for sure.
Yes, sir. What else? Did you see that clip of Prince when he was a kid talking about? I didn't even see what he was talking about. I just saw it was they found some random news clip of Prince and he's like talking. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy.
No, some people you don't ever think of as kids.
Yeah,
like Prince. Yo, you heard about the whole Prince Rick James feud?
No.
In short, I won't tell the whole feud, but Rick James brought Prince on his tour, and then Prince started getting too much attention. And then Rick James got mad. I don't know if he kicked him off the tour, but then it became this thing that every time Rick James said every time he was going to do something, Prince would find out about it and do it first. And they just had this feud going back and forth forever, right? So
that's fine.
For instance, Rick James was going to come out with the Mary Jane Girls or something like that. And Prince came out with Vanity Six first. Crazy. Prince came out with somebody, and Rick James was going to come out with somebody else. But the funny thing is, it's a bit of karma, depending on how you look at it, is Prince ended up getting into almost the very same feud with somebody that he brought on tour, which was Morris Day.
Morris Day. Yeah.
It was the same thing for him with Morris Day. The same, Morris Day was to him what he was to Rick James.
That's great.
It's an interesting story.
Prince got that Michael Jordan energy where he just be making up stories to be competitive.
Facts.
It's like, did he really slap you? No, but I needed this story to play.
He would never. But watch. I think I saw it on Tales from the Tour Bus of season 2. It's an animated series on YouTube. Hilarious. Some of the best music history you'll ever see.
Hey man. Hey, if that's what you got, it takes to make fire music. We need to get in competition with somebody.
There we go. By the way, Snow said Rick James used to babysit him, and his family wasn't even into. His family wasn't into music at all, and neither was he.
Why have they not made like a movie about this? It's like that. I don't understand.
Snow has the most interesting story ever in the world. So this is crazy. Yeah, it's super crazy.
Does he sound like Rick James had a double agent? It's like, I love Rick James, but Rick sound like a hater to me.
Man, Rick was wild. Yeah, Mike Judge animated Tales from the Tour Bus, so that's how you know it's good.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
And give it to me, baby. Yeah. All right, man. I'm out. I'm tapped out.
Yeah, me too.
Sam, man, you got it here, right, man? Listen, we playing before I let you go. The party is over.
Before I let go.
No, by the way, that's the song that song will end anything, bro. That's how you get people about your house.
It's certain songs that I could go the rest of my life and never hear again. Usher, yeah. Usher's my brother. I love Usher to death. Y'all know, that's my dog. Usher, right. Yeah, I could never hear that again. Before I Let Go, any of the cha-cha slides, any of the slides, cha-cha, Casper, Mississippi.
What about I'm trying to think of
Wobble, BIC, Wobble.
There you go, Wobble.
Yeah. I'm in the video. Somebody's gonna
still don't want to hear it.
I still don't want to hear it, bro.
Bruh.
Never. It's from DJing though. It's not because they're bad songs. It's because DJing, and you have to play those songs. It's like certain songs that no matter what, you're gonna play those songs. But you got times.
To. Oh, she's not a DJ.
Yeah.
That led me to a thought. I think I'm gonna just have Before I Let You Go queued up, and I'm gonna start using that how they used to use the award show music.
Oh yeah.
And somebody just telling a long ass story. I'm just gonna be like,
wrap it up, B.
Bam, 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 bam. Whoa. Like yeah.
Time to go.
Yes, sir.
Get your plate. Yes, it's time to get up out of here.
Man, yeah, anything. Somebody at your house too long, you ready to go to bed, just bam, bam, bam.
Damn. Okay, hold on. This is a good question. Okay, if you could only choose one artist to work with for 1 year, who would it be? One artist, 1 year. For a year? I'm trying to think somebody that's funny, who I would enjoy being around, and they make dope music. Because a year is a long time to be working with one person, so I would really have to enjoy their personality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't even know what my answer is, but while you think, based off of that criteria that you just gave, you said the person would have to be funny. For me, it would be 2 Chainz. Just based off of that criteria that you just gave in your thing, 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz for a year, but I have no idea who my real answer to that would be. That's a tough question. That's something you ask in the first half of the show.
Oh yeah, I gotta think about
that. That's a good question. We can answer that. We can get back to that.
Yeah,
because that's a real good question.
Quintino said honky tonk badonkadonk, bro. Don't get me started on them damn songs.
Isn't that Kenny Chesney or something like that?
Honky tonk badonkadonk.
Do Keith Murray get any publishing off that?
Oh snap! I didn't even think about that.
Keith Murray made up badonkadonk.
Did he really?
Sure as hell did. Sure as hell did.
All right, man. It's time for me to go. I'm learning too much stuff.
Hey, listen, man. We full of facts today. We
just
unloading the facts.
It's like bucket list. It's like when people like bucket list didn't exist till like 2011 or 20, whatever it is. It's like, wait, it had to exist for a long time, right? Like, no, I guess it didn't. Did you know that? The word bucket list, the phrase bucket list only came from a movie that came out in like the 2000s. Before that,
the movie named The Bucket List.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that movie was named off the concept of bucket list. Wow. Okay.
That's what I thought. I've been hearing, I've seen this several times where they say it's no proof that before that anybody was calling it a bucket list, which is crazy because I just assumed that it was always that. I just thought it was that since I was a kid.
Bro, man, come on, man. We're killing it, bro.
Our new podcast, Theory Talk.
Hey, listen. Hey, you might be on to something. I feel like we come here and give out like 8 business ideas a week too.
Oh, that's facts. Somebody ain't got rich off us.
Yeah, that's a fact. Damn. But yeah, we'll come for our royalties like Keith Murray should do for Honky Tonk with Dunkadunk. Yeah.
Facts. All right, man. What you got coming up?
Listen, man. I wasn't ready for that question, but cassette instrument still going ham, man. Hit up soundoracle.net. Get cassette instruments still going super ham. This weekend, I am doing a whole bunch of getting stuff in order, planning out stuff, trimming the fat, and got a couple sessions going on. You know how the weekends be. Oh yeah, and shout out to Rich, man. The homie Rich. It was his birthday yesterday, so the fellas gonna get together tomorrow night, I believe, and do something cool for the homie birthday. So that's what it is. Stay tuned for the live.
Hey. And then
what about you, brother?
I got some kids coming out. Life has been kicking my, you know what I mean? So I've been kind of off, but I got a kid. I just got to finish it up. So once I get situated with my life and stop getting jumped by everything, I'm gonna put that out, and then that's it. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling this week.
Bet. Oh, I got a question too. I'm thinking about starting a subscription service, a couple sound subscription services. One is going to be a drum subscription service. One is going to be a loop subscription service. But DM me if you're interested in being part of the focus group and answering a few questions about that. Yes, sir.
Hit them up.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
Peace out.